Okay, now we'll begin with centripetal and centrifugal force. And before thinking of this, or before beginning with this, I want you all to imagine the situation like whenever, suppose this is a sellotape and I have placed it here. This is stationary, this is not moving. If I want any motion to be produced in this, I need to exert a force on this. Even if I want to change the direction, I need to exert a force on this. So whenever you need to change the state of motion, or whenever you want a body to be started in motion, a force is needed to be applied. We need to apply the force here. So without the application of force, the motion cannot be produced, the direction like it cannot move. So in similar way, in case of this circular motion which we had studied, in case of this uniform circular motion, if it is moving continuously, okay, if it is moving continuously, is it that there will be no force for it? बिना फोर्स के कोई मोशन नहीं होता, तो क्या ये खुद ही खुद घूमते जा रहा है बिना फोर्स के? नो, definitely there will be a certain force which is allowing this to rotate continuously by changing its direction or velocity without any change in speed when we are talking of uniform circular motion. So this force which is allowing the body to rotate continuously, that force is known as centripetal force, and this centripetal force is acting towards the center. It is acting towards the center. So centripetal force is always acting towards the center. The term centripetal itself means, the word centripetal means center seeking. So a force which is allowing the body to rotate, to undergo the rotation or circular motion, that force is known as centripetal force. So there are various examples, like in an atom the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Why? What is the force there? There also centripetal force is there which is allowing the electrons to rotate, but that centripetal force is being obtained from electrostatic force. Okay. In case of our planet system, the centripetal force is obtained from the gravitational force. In case of our moon and earth, that also is obtained from gravitational force. Then in case of the stone tied to a thread or something, like here you can see, if there is a stone which is tied to a string, here the centripetal force is offered by the tension of the string or the rope, whatever the case may be. So centripetal force is always acting towards the center. Now always a pair of forces is there which is acting equal and opposite to each other. Now if the force, centripetal force, is acting towards the center, there must be another force which must act towards, or it must act away from the center. So that force which is acting away from the center is centrifugal force. As force acting on a body away from the center of circular path is called as centrifugal force. So like in the picture only you can see and get, suppose there is a string, and this, you stop imagining this, don't imagine this situation, just imagine a person is standing here and that person has taken a rope in his or her hand, and that person is rotating the rope, and that rope is having the stone on itself, or stone tied to it, and that person is rotating it continuously. Okay, now suppose at once if that person leaves the thread, then we can generally see the stone and that thread is thrown away here in this direction. Why it is being thrown in this direction and why it is not thrown towards the center when the centripetal force is acting towards the center? अगर सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स सेंटर की तरफ एक्ट कर रहा है, तो जब हम ये धागे की पकड़ छोड़ते हैं तो ये धागा आगे की तरफ और ये पत्थर आगे की तरफ क्यों मूव होता है, सेंटर की तरफ क्यों नहीं मूव होता? क्योंकि एक ऐसा फोर्स है जो कि सेंटर से अवे के तरफ डायरेक्टेड है, सेंटर से मीन्स फ्रॉम सेंटर टू द पेरीफेरी, सेंटर से अवे के तरफ डायरेक्टेड है, उस फोर्स को हम लोग बोलते हैं सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स. सो एज सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स इज बैलेंस्ड बाय सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स. You need to remember that centrifugal force cannot exist of its own. अकेला centrifugal force exist नहीं करता. centrifugal force कब exist करेगा? जब centripetal force होगा. इसीलिए centrifugal force को हम imaginary force भी बोलते हैं या fictitious force भी बोलते हैं, क्योंकि खुद से नहीं exist करता. It exists only in the presence of centripetal force. To understand this force more, centrifugal force more, I am taking an example given in your books. Suppose this is a merry-go-round, okay, and here a person Y is standing, and that Y person is holding a ball in his or her hands, okay. When that merry-go-round is stationary, girl or boy is also stationary, and the ball is also stationary, okay. Now if the merry-go-round is rotating, now what will happen? The ball will also keep on rotating with the person, because the merry-go-round is being rotated. Why the ball is not being thrown away? Because the muscular force of this girl or boy is giving the ball a centripetal force to start this rotational motion or circular motion. यहाँ जो पर्सन खड़ा है उसका मस्कुलर फोर्स इस जो बॉल वो पकड़ा हुआ है हाथ में, उस बॉल को वो सर्कुलर मोशन प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. द सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स इज बीइंग प्रोवाइडेड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मस्कुलर फोर्स ऑफ दिस पर्सन. नाउ सपोज व्हाट दैट पर्सन वाई डज, वो सेंटर पे ना खड़े होके, जो पर्सन वाई है वो सेंटर पे ना खड़े होके वो एक सीट में मैरी-गो-राउंड के एक दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म में बॉल को रख देता है और खुद इधर दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म में आ जाते हैं. मतलब बॉल अलग रख दिया, पर्सन अलग आ गया. तो अब जैसे ही मैरी-गो-राउंड घूमेगा तो क्या ये बॉल वहीं रहेगा कि वो बाहर फेंका जाएगा? इट विल डेफिनेटली मूव डाउन फ्रॉम द प्लेटफॉर्म. वाई इट इज़ मूविंग डाउन? बिकॉज दिस इज़ नॉट गेटिंग द सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स ऑफ दिस पर्सन एनी मोर. इस पर्सन का मस्कुलर फोर्स उस चीज़ को सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स दे रहा था, अब इसको सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स नहीं मिल रहा है, तो इट हैज़ टू मूव अवे डेफिनेटली, एंड इट इज़ मूविंग अवे. In which direction? So the direction will always be tangential. Whenever you are asked what is the direction, it is all the direction at any particular point. At any particular point, the direction will be tangential. So I am asking the direction of motion of a person A at this point. It will be tangent drawn at this. At point B, a tangent drawn at point B. At C, a tangent drawn at point C. Sorry, the tangents for my case are not that exact. A tangent is a line which touches the circle at one point. So here this all directions will be tangential. So taking these all cases as examples, you can understand what actually centrifugal force is. And one thing I told you to remember, that it is a fictitious force, virtual force or imaginary force. It doesn't exist until and unless there is centripetal force. अगर यहाँ से सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स, यहाँ से जैसे ही सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स हट गया था तो सेंट्रीफ्यूगल फोर्स भी नहीं एक्ट कर रहा था जो उसको बैलेंस कर सके. तो as soon as the centripetal force was removed, this too was not existing. So the ball moved away from the platform. So this all is it for the centrifugal and centripetal force, and we are done with this chapter finally. And before ending up this video, I just want you all to remember this, okay? This table you have to remember. Keeping these examples or these diagrams in mind, you can remember this table very easily. Then principle of moments and all is very important. What is principle of moments and how we can verify this? There are various numericals asked, and there you have to imagine this situation only. Two weights are given, one length is given, then you have to find out the other length. There are four quantities you can see, no? L2, W2, L1 and W1. अगर चार वेरिएबल्स हैं उसमें से तीन वेरिएबल आपको पता है तो ऑब्वियसली यू कैन फाइंड आउट द फोर्थ वेरिएबल. सो वेरियस न्यूमेरिकल्स आर आस्क्ड ऑन दिस टॉपिक एज वेल. So done for this. Thank you.